China took on the ambitious task of constructing Vietnam's light rail system. However, a puzzling question arises. Why did it stretch over a decade to complete a mere 13 kilometers? Is this indicative of China's infrastructure inadequacy? Join us in this video to delve deeper into the intricacies of this story. Being a powerhouse in infrastructure development domestically, China extends its prowess to various international projects. Recent reports bring positive news to China's overseas ventures, with the inaugural urban light rail project by China Railway's 6th engineering group company in Vietnam. The Cat Linh to Ha Dong line in Hanoi is now officially open, marking the culmination of extensive efforts. The light rail spans 13 kilometers with 12 stations and a total investment of $868 million. What's perplexing is the extended timeline of 10 years for completion, a stark contrast to China's initial 3-year plan. This delay, coupled with 10 interruptions in commercial operations, raises questions about the challenges obstructing the project's progress. To better understand the roadblocks faced, let's explore the specifics of the Vietnam-Hanoi Light Rail Gia Linh to Ha Dong line project. With a length of 13.02 kilometers and a structure entirely elevated, this urban light rail is a groundbreaking initiative in Vietnam's capital. Signifying a model project aligning with the Belt and Road Initiative, the prolonged construction timeline prompts us to unravel the complexities at play. This venture is not just about constructing a rail system. It symbolizes the convergence of 2 corridors and an economic circle. Remarkably, it stands as the premier overseas urban transportation project, seamlessly integrating Chinese design standards, investment, financing, equipment and materials, construction, supervision, and operation management. This all-encompassing industrial chain proudly adheres to Chinese standards, technology, and craftsmanship. Executed under the EPC general contracting mode by China Railway's 6th Bureau, the construction of the light rail follows a pattern less challenging than subways, akin to ordinary railways. Considering the modest 13-kilometer length of Hanoi's light rail, it pales in comparison to the extensive subway lines within China. The sluggish pace of Hanoi Light Rail's construction can be attributed to factors within Vietnam. The project unfolds in 2 stages, from the official commencement to infrastructure completion. During the first stage, issues such as delayed demolitions and the absence of Vietnamese management experience surface prominently. This phase becomes a battleground for challenges like disruptive demolitions, resettlement hurdles, construction mishaps, senior official interventions, and financial setbacks. It's as if one wave of issues crashes onto the project after another. In 2011, Chinese construction crews entered the designated site, only to find that the Vietnamese hadn't resolved the critical demolition and resettlement tasks as anticipated. This setback forced a halt and delay in construction, with the lingering issues finally finding resolution by 2013. Subsequently, Vietnamese media turned its criticism towards the Chinese contractor, laying blame on them for a construction mishap caused by the failure of the Vietnamese subcontractor to adhere to operating specifications. The Minister of Transport in Vietnam went so far as to request the replacement of the Chinese contractor. A turning point emerged on October 7, 2016, with the successful completion of the box girder erection for the Hanoi Light Rail. This marked a significant milestone as the civil engineering work reached a near-completion stage. However, the respite was short-lived. In 2017, China and Vietnam faced further delays due to project construction overruns, compelling the need for additional loans. September 2018 witnessed the completion of equipment installation along the light rail line. At last, the 13-kilometer-long light rail, under the spotlight across Vietnam, concluded its construction phase and transitioned into trial operation. The entirety of the first phase consumed a total of 7 years. The second phase unfolds from the acceptance trial operation to the actual opening, encountering its own set of challenges. Vietnam grapples with imperfect laws and regulations, funding hurdles, and the unexpected impact of an epidemic. The trial operation testing commenced in September 2018, persisting until April 2019. A dispute arose when Vietnam insisted that China foot the $50 million bill for initiating the project, leading to a prolonged standoff. Vietnam's Ministry of Transport hesitated in accepting the project, citing the country's lack of experience in light rail construction, coupled with a dearth of laws, regulations, and industry standards for light rail acceptance. Beyond this, the financial strain posed a significant hurdle, as substantial funds needed to be remitted to China post-acceptance inspection, adding to Vietnam's fiscal pressure. As the calendar turned to 2020, an unexpected delay ensued due to the global epidemic. However, in an unforeseen twist, Vietnam hastened the project's pace. Two key factors propelled this acceleration. First, the imperative cooperation required for other vital projects between China and Vietnam, such as crucial power generation initiatives. Second, the epidemic's impact on Vietnam's economy triggered the need to leverage the light rail as an economic stimulus along its route. Media observations indicate a positive ripple effect since the completion of light rail construction in 2017, with increasing property values and a surge in businesses along the line. Moreover, the project plays a pivotal role in addressing local employment challenges. With the operational phase of the light rail company looming, the demand for thousands of employees arises, positioning the project as a substantial job creator. The authorities in Hanoi and across Vietnam are keen on supporting the Hanoi Light Rail Operation Company, aiming to establish it as a model for local enterprises, thereby enhancing the government's image and garnering public satisfaction. On December 12, 2020, a vibrant green light rail train gracefully emerged from the Hanoi depot, officially inaugurating the trial operation of the Hanoi Cat Linh to Ha Dong Line light rail. The Ministry of Public Security's Fire Protection Bureau in Vietnam had previously initiated fire protection acceptance work for the entire project. Rigorous tests were conducted on the technical performance indicators of fire protection equipment and facilities at each station and depot, setting the stage for subsequent acceptance and handover processes. With the trial operation test concluding on December 31, 2020, the project transitions into the trial operation stage. Although future challenges might be more manageable than before, inherent complexities may surface due to the intricacies of the contract and occasional twists and turns, despite the mutual trust between the two parties. Fortunately, after navigating a series of formidable challenges, this light rail, generously funded with 77% from China's development aid loans, finally opened its doors to traffic. However, confronted by persistent local obstacles, the ultimate cost of this light rail exceeded the initial estimate by 57%, and the entire process stretched across a full decade. The achievements and setbacks of the Hanoi Light Rail project serve as a significant lesson for China. Despite the prolonged duration, the project's progress, when compared to concurrent endeavors like Japan's ongoing railway construction, is commendably swift. Notably, the light rail project presented to Vietnam in the Ho Chi Minh area by Japan is projected for completion only by 2045. China, in reflection, should approach global projects with meticulous planning, recognizing the intricacies of overseas endeavors. Overestimating challenges rather than underestimating should be the norm. It's imperative to formulate strategies to tackle diverse obstacles and establish a comprehensive set of standards and regulations. Additionally, China should refrain from imposing its inherent domestic mindset onto international projects. Acknowledging that different countries operate under distinct cultures and approaches, China must adapt its methods accordingly. Unwavering adherence to a domestic mindset within the construction team could lead to inevitable setbacks. A profound understanding of the host country's laws and regulations is paramount, especially considering potential language barriers. Seeking assistance from experienced consulting companies can help bridge these gaps. In conclusion, the contract must be meticulously detailed and quantified, outlining technical standards for each aspect and specifying fund settlement procedures to avert the potential for buck passing. In cases where Party A has an average credit rating, phased construction plans can be adopted, with funds disbursed in stages to mitigate risks. With the successful operation of this light rail project, China's rail transit technical prowess is vividly showcased, contributing to the enhancement of China's technical image on the global stage. Beyond its immediate impact, this achievement holds significant reference value for Vietnam's future projects in subway, light rail, and high-speed railway construction.